Hello, my name's Danny, you're watching my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a quick review on The Notebook, which is a film that was released in 2004. It's based on a novel by Nicholas Sparks, which I haven't read, but I actually wouldn't mind reading it just to see what it's like. It looks like it could be a good, from watching the film, it looks like it could be a good book. Okay. So, The Notebook, it's a fairly long film. It's about 2 hours long, and it stars Ryan Gosling as Noah, and it also stars Rachel McAdams as a young girl called Ali. Okay, the film starts off with. It starts off with two older characters played by James Garner and Gina Rowlands, and it's you're kind of led to believe that they're not these younger characters that they're talking about, but kind of halfway through the film it's revealed, it's kind of like, it's not even revealed, it's just blatantly said that these are the two characters that we keep flashing back to. I'm not too sure what the intention was there, but we pretty much figured it out as the audience, and I'm assuming the movie just assumed that we had already. So, despite that little critique, once the movie starts off and the James Garner character starts reading to the Gina Rowlands, who has dementia. He's trying to get her to restore her memory, so he starts reading this notebook that is about these two people. Okay, and once we get into, I think it's the 1940s maybe, because so we flash back to the 1940s with these two young characters. They meet and they fall in love, and there's a lot of. It's the usual cliches of a bit of a romance film. There's they meet, they have their little moments where they kind of like start falling for each other. The girl was a bit hesitant about him. He's more into her, but she eventually starts liking him and stuff. And you also have the classic parents. Ali's parents don't approve of Noah because they think he's from a poor family and they're very rich. So you can see the Romeo and Juliet kind of esque thing going on here. So once we get past all that, the film is actually pretty good. It does really capture that romance. There are some very romantic scenes in the movie. And what I really took from it is it really understands the whole subject of unrequited love, and it does kind of it shows that love that I think a lot of people can really relate to, or they wish they had in their lives, or people have their own little notebook kind of story about the first love they had. So it really touches upon all these themes that we see. And so for that reason, I do quite like the film. I did enjoy it. The story of the film does flow quite well. It kind of skips forward a few years to when they've kind of broken up, and then he goes off to war. They forget about each other for a bit, and then she actually meets someone else and becomes engaged and falls in love with someone else. And then by chance, she sees his picture in a newspaper, and then she goes back to her hometown to find him, and they basically fall in love again. Right. That all sounds, I've made that sound really, really like cliched and boring, but the way it's played is actually pretty good. And considering I'm not really into romantic films as such, I did quite enjoy this. It was something of a guilty pleasure, and I think it does, despite the cliches it has, it's still enjoyable. Okay, it's a great film to watch, like with your girlfriend or or vice versa. And there are some really touching scenes in the film that really that really do tug at your heart, and they was one scene that I really liked was when Ali's mum, she takes Ali to this construction site, and she points out this young man who was her first love, and the mum she breaks down crying, and it does really touch upon that theme, like what if I grow old and I never find that person, I never told that person I loved them, or I didn't. What if it asks that question? What if this happened? What if this, and things like that. So that's the scene I really liked. It's really emotional. It's really well acted, and it really that scene really stands out for me in this movie for some reason, even more so than all the love scenes and such. I really like that scene. And there's also, once we kind of jump back towards present time, with the characters are older, and Ali has dementia, and there are some really sad scenes in this. I won't spoil the ending, but the ending's really sad, and you do feel as if you've invested a good amount of time with this movie, with these characters, just by watching it. Right. Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams are very good in this film. Ryan Gosling's it's one of his earlier roles. He's young. He comes across as cocky and but vulnerable at the same time. He does really pull off that kind of lovable rogue kind of thing. He's got the boyish look of his face. I think a lot of young girls were very, very much liked him in that movie. Rachel McAdams is brilliant in this film. She's very beautiful, and she has that look about her that you can really believe how someone could fall in love with this woman, because she's lovely. She's got a really lovely face, and they really picked a good person to play this character. So overall, I did enjoy the film, despite my misgivings of the film. I'm not normally into romantic movies as such, but this film, it has something about it that is a good film, and it's a good little watch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this movie I'm going to give a mark out of 10, and I'm going to give this film 7 out of 10. And I think that's quite a good score. I think the way I rate other movies, I think that compares quite well. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the review, and I hope to upload some more videos. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.